Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today I'm taking a break from the Conquer the Classic series because I want to do something really fun. So the Black Panther premiere has just come out and I was just like looking at the red carpet images and I saw one of Issa and I was like, oh well, seeing as she's like one of the reasons and that I started my channel finally, and I think she's gorgeous anyway, I was like, okay, I'm going to do a look based on what she wore to the LA premiere of Black Panther. The reason why I chose it is because it's stuff that I would never wear, like a pinky eyeshadow and a metallic-y lip. Just no, it's not really my makeup style, but I thought she looks really beautiful. So the look I'm doing today is based on that. It's not exactly the same because there were some things that I wouldn't do in my makeup. I just don't like the look of them on me, so I won't be doing a really sharp under eye. But anyway, enough talking, you'll see that when I get there. So first of all, I'm going to start on my brows. The usual, brush these bad boys up and into place. I'm actually going to be doing my eye makeup first today because I'm going to be using glitter and I don't want any drop down. So even though I know I'm going to wipe off this concealer under my eyes, it's just a really weird habit. I can't do my eye makeup and not have under eye concealer on. So yeah, that's how it goes. I'm using a Azalea 142 concealer brush, and my usual concealer is the NARS Radiant Creamy in Almond. And blend this all over the eye. And now I'm going to fill in my brows. Under brow concealer. Same. Just the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer again. Just to sharpen up my brows a little bit, but not massively. I don't like super carved brows. I like them to be soft and pretty. So today's look that I'm doing is definitely like more makeup than usual because it is red carpet and red carpet has to photograph beautifully. So I'm going to really make sure that my skin is super flawless today. But first we do the eyes. So Issa had this really like pinky rose gold shimmery eye, which I thought was really pretty. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use some eye pencils today on my eyelids because, you know, I never use makeup where it's supposed to be used. So I've got a couple of pencils here. I'm just seeing which one I think is going to work the nicest. I'm going to take Embrace Me. Is it Embrace Me? Yeah, I'm going to take Embrace Me from MAC, which is quite a bright pink pencil, and just draw that all over my lid. It's quite a dry pencil, so you don't really need to have a primer or anything underneath, but I will warn you, it does stain. So maybe you want to put some eye primer on for that reason, but not because it will crease, as I don't think it actually would. Taking it quite high, because she did have it quite high in the picture, or in the pictures that I've seen. And do the same on the other eye. I think it was Joanna Simkin who did her makeup for this premiere, I think. Don't quote me, I could be wrong, but I think I read somewhere it was her. And I just really like the look of it, so I thought, why not? We can get back to eyeliner and smoky eyes another time. Let's do something fun today. I've left this video so late because this week just ran away with me, and before I knew it was Saturday. And I was like, oh God, I've got to film this and edit this and make sure it's up by tomorrow. So thank God Amanda is sleeping at the moment. Just giving me some time to get this look together. Okay, and then, un momento. And then I'm just going to take a tiny bit of pink blusher just to reinforce that. So the colour I'm using is Fleur Power from MAC. And this is a Real Techniques Bold Metals brush in the number 200. And just really working this pink in here. The blusher that I'm using is Fleur Power from MAC. I don't know if I said that already, but just in case I forgot. And then I'm going to take another blusher from MAC, which is called Azalea. It's a really bright pink. Oh, maybe I should show you these colours actually. Excuse my palette, but it's a working makeup artist palette, so it's a bit broken. But the colour still works. So I use Fleur Power. Whoops. So I used Fleur Power first in the socket, and then I'm going to go in with a tiny bit of this really bright pink called Azalea there. I never wear pink eyeshadow, but actually it's really pretty. Might do this more often. Oh, the brush I'm using is a 252 from MAC. I think, to be honest, you're going to be hard pressed to find those because they've just replaced all their brushes with synthetic ones. So I've got the original natural hair ones, but I haven't tried the synthetic ones yet, so I can't tell you whether or not they're exactly the same, but I think the numbers are the same. So it's the 252 that I just used then. And just going back with my Bold Metals from Real Techniques to tidy it up. Okie doke. So now I'm going to use some shimmery eyeshadow, and I think the colour I'm going to use is Antiqued. Yes. And I'm going to go back with my 252, and Antiqued is a bronzy colour. Does that show? Come on, camera. Yeah. It's a bronzy eyeshadow colour. Oh yes, look at that, so nice. Okay, because it was pink but like metallic-y and bronzy at the same time. It was pretty, so pretty. Do the same on the other eye. And then go back to my blending brush and work it out again. Oh, this is so nice. I'm actually going out tonight with my husband. I might do this look. I save that and then I'll probably end up with just a red lip and mascara because I always do more makeup for other people and for videos than I do in actual real life. But c'est la vie. Okay, and then now I'm going to go back and take some Expensive Pink, which is another MAC eyeshadow. Does this come out? No, it doesn't come out of my palette, but it's this colour here. And just put that in the inner corners of my eyes. I'm still using the same brush as well. Yep. And on this side. Oh, nice. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit of Amber Lights, which is really worn out of my palette. It's this gold colour here. And just marry those two together. Okay, and then finally I'm going to take, I'm not sure yet, let me just see, let me think what I'm going to use. Oh, neutral matte, what's in this palette? Oh yeah, I'm going to take a tiny bit of Sketch, which is this dark purpley colour. I'm going to go with a tiny little brush and just intensify the lash line a little bit. Now, on the pictures that I saw of her, I couldn't see if she actually did this, but I would always put a tiny bit of a deeper colour on the outside corner just to give it a bit more dimension. And then I'm going to go back with my Bold Metals brush again and just smush that all together. Okay, and then the glittery bit. I'm going to use some Reflex Bronze, which is a MAC glitter. And just pop a tiny bit of this on my eye. I need a smaller mirror so I can see what I'm doing. So just go in and put it on the centre and in the inner corner a little bit. So nice. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing the film. Like, my friends that have seen it have said it's amazing, so I need to go and make sure that I jump on board. Yeah, that's lovely. Okay, before I have an accident, always close glitters, never leave them open. Jeez, I have had some horrible accidents with glitters leaving them open. So close that. And then actually I didn't get that much drop down with the glitter, but we'll see. I've got to do mascara first, so we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go in with my favourites as usual. I'm taking the Extended Play Giga Black from MAC and just popping it on my tops and bottoms. And then go over it with my In Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash Mascara. Right, and just pump up the volume on my top lashes. I don't ever wear strip lashes. I just use more mascara. I always look like Daisy the Cow when I wear lashes, so I gave up. They don't really suit me. They just look too much on my face. And then Issa had like a really sharp black line underneath, but I'm going to make it softer and smokier. So I'm just taking my Estee Lauder kohl pencil, working it into my lash line all the way along. Okay, and then I'm going to work it in underneath too, but I'm going to stop about halfway because I want to smudge it out. And if you take it too far along, you've got no room to blend it, so about halfway is enough for me. Oh, it's making my eyes really water today. I took it a bit low on that eye. I'm just going to get a wipe and clean it a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take a tiny little brush. This is a 219? Yeah, 219 from MAC pencil brush, and just smoke the underneath. So now that that's done, I'm going to go and finish off my skin. So I'm going to go in and reinforce my concealer because you never see eye bags on the red carpet. Just blend that in here. Oh, is this the right brush? Why does it look? I think I might have used this in something else. Yeah, I use my eyeshadow brush. Hold on one sec. I'm just going to wipe that off because I don't need to add any dark purple to my under eyes. Right, start again. Okay. So this brush I need, my 142 again from Zoeva. Just clean up the corner of my eye as well. And then I'm going to take this palette that I have. Oh, where is it? Yeah. And then I'm going to take this palette. So this looks like a MAC palette, and it is technically the hardware, but the product inside is from my Bobbi Brown Universal Skin Palette. I had a nightmare with it. I did a trial on a bride one day, and we were outside in the sun, but then the concealer side completely melted, so I had to scrape it out and put it in here. I have no names of colours, so I'm just going by what I think I need, which is not really helpful to me or for you, but this is the Bobbi Brown stick foundation. So they look like this if you buy them individually, and I love them. So I'm just going to take some colours to brighten up my under eyes a little bit more. I'm going to go with this colour here. Sorry, I don't know what it's called, but it's that one I'm going to use. Yeah. And just see if I can eliminate this dark dip that I have in my eye. I used to think it was because I was tired, and to be honest, when I am tired it shows up more. But actually I saw pictures of myself when I was 4. And I had these when I was 4. I don't think I was tired when I was 4, so It's just a genetic thing that I don't really have the brightest under eyes. There's nothing a bit of makeup can't fix. Okay, and then for skin, I'm going to go and use two things. So Issa's face on the day was like really glowy all over. She didn't really have any obvious highlight, and so for that reason I'm going to mix my Armani Fluid Sheer number 10 with this, my Match Master foundation from MAC, which I haven't used for ages, and I tried it on today and I was like, this is just perfect. So basically I'm not an NC50 and I'm not an NW45, I'm kind of in between, so I always have to mix my foundation colours, but this does me, like, is perfect for me. So if you find that you're in between like an NC50 and an NW45, it is perfect because it's got the right amount of red and the right amount of yellow for my skin. So I'm just going to take a pump or two of that. And then I'm going to mix it in with my fingers. Delivery man's here. So as I was saying, yeah, Match Master foundation is perfect. So if you're in between an NC50 and an NW45, it works amazing for my skin. So I'm just taking that, using my finger to dab it on. And then I'm taking a Real Techniques brush. This is, what is this one called? A cheek brush, but I like it for foundation. And just work this into my skin. Right, so then on my forehead, I'm going to go back to my Bobbi Brown Universal palette and take a darker colour. I think I'm going to use these two here and just use my fingers. Actually, I'm going to take a bit of a darker brown. I always put a darker colour in the middle of my forehead and then blend this in. Okay, then to add some dimension, I'm going to use the same thing. So it's probably in this palette, but I've got it in a stick as well. And this is the 10.25 Cool Espresso that I like to use to do a tiny bit of contour here and here. And just to make my forehead appear a bit smaller than it is. There. Same brush. Just work that contour in. Make the forehead smaller, it's always winning. So before everything creases, I'm going to set. I'm using my Ben Nye powder, but I'm using Topaz. I don't use Banana. Topaz is a bit more brown girl friendly. So I'm going to take a tiny bit of that, make sure that my concealer is really nice and blended, and then I'm going to take a little powder brush, so blend and then set underneath here. And do the same for the other eye. Make sure there's no creases and then set there. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep Dark. And this is another Real Techniques brush, the 100 from the Bold Metals collection. And just lightly, lightly dust that here. Definitely on the forehead. Don't forget the forehead. Right. So Issa's lips were like a Black Forest Gatto, really like dark, but more on the brown side. So really like deep, but sheer and metallic, stuff that I never wear. So I've got lip balm on, but I'm going to put a bit more so that the colour is really soft. Okay, first of all, I'm going to start off with Cork Lip Pencil. This is a MAC lip pencil, by the way. And just fill in my whole lip. Oh, I think there's too much lip balm now. Hold on. Right. And then to make it a bit deeper, I am going to use Coffee Eye Pencil, which I love, and they're discontinuing from MAC. So if you can still get it, go and grab a hold of it. Just to make it a bit deeper. And then the lipstick that I would never ever use is a lipstick called O, which is like this metallic kind of colour that I think my aunties would wear. I'll show you it. It's like this. Swatches like this. I don't know if this is going to show. So I'm going to pop that on top. It's nice, but hers was a little bit redder, so I'm going to take some lipstick and pop that on top. And I am going to use some Diva from MAC. Oh yeah, that's better. Yes, 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 yes. And then go back over with O again. And in the picture, I couldn't see if she had any blusher on, but I would always wear blush. So I'm going to use, yes, Fleur Power, which is my favourite MAC blush. I used it on my eyes as well. It's this colour here. I'm just going to pop a tiny bit about my cheeks. I really love this brush. Really, really love it. It's so soft. It's perfect for when you want to do like a really light wash of colour on the cheeks. It doesn't all grab in one place. So this is a win for me. So guys, there you have it. This is my take on Issa Rae's makeup that she wore to the premiere of Black Panther in LA. It's not exactly the same. It's definitely inspired by the look. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to insert a picture here so you can see it. If I can't figure it out, then that was just a waste of time. But if not, I'll find a link so you can have a look and see what it looked like. It's a bit different because Issa had like a really sharp black line underneath, and she had a little point that went down the sides of her eyes and the bridge and the sides of her nose. I don't like that look, so I just adapted it to something that I would feel more comfortable in, so that's what I've presented to you today. It was actually really fun to do. I would never ever wear pink eyeshadow like this. Yeah, not like this. I would wear pink eyeshadow, but not in this colour combination, and the lips are something that I would never wear. I don't really like wearing metallic lips, but actually it looks really nice, so I'm kind of glad that I did this look today because I thought it was pretty, but it was everything that I wouldn't do. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to give that a go. I hope you liked today's video. If there are any looks that you would like me to recreate, please send me a DM on my Instagram or my Facebook. I've got social media buttons now on my page, so you can just press those and send me a message and I will figure out a way to recreate the look for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!